بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear friends. Today the poem that I'll be discussing with you, brothers and sisters, is a poem from the great collection of Allama Iqbal rahimahullah. He says, Tu ghani azhar du alam man faqir, roze mahshar uzr hai man pazir, gar tumi bini hisabam na guzir, az nigahe Mustafa pinha pagir.
إذا ما قال لي ربي أما استحييت تعصيني وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين.
Many good ulama, they mention that this one poem is the greatest poem written by Allama Iqbal rahimahullah. And I personally think that this is not a far-stretched statement, because this poem has many, many profound meanings and is filled with pearls of wisdom. The first line says, Tu ghani azhar du alam man faqir. Oh Allah, you are ghani. What does ghani mean? This is basically a tafsir of the ayah, Ya ayyuhan nasu antumul fuqara'u ila Allah, wallahu al-ghaniyul hamid. O mankind, you all are poor, you're insignificant, you're dependent, and the only being that's independent, insignificant, and rich by its true meaning is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allama Iqbal says, Oh Allah, you're rich, you're significant, and I'm poor, and I'm insignificant. So, because this is a fact, Roze mahshar uzr hai man pazir. Oh Allah, on the day of judgment, when my turn comes for hisab and kitab, for accountability, let me just slide. Let me just go through. Because, like a person who goes to Tim Hortons, we have Tim Hortons in Detroit, and we buy coffee, and my passenger who's sitting next to me, I say I want a large triple, and my passenger says I want a medium double. Medium double costs $1.70. You know, $1.70 is a very insignificant amount. You're not gonna go back and ask, give me the $1.70. It's such an insignificant amount. A person can just give it. You don't go ask for it. You pay for it, no problem. Let it slide. So he's saying, oh Allah, you're so rich and you're so independent. I'm so poor and I'm so insignificant. Why would you do my hisab kitab? Let me just go through. Like when you're coming to the border across the bridge and you're reciting all those du'as. The first du'as I ever memorized were the du'as of the border. You know, when we start memorizing Quran, I'm like, oh, that's the dua of the border I memorized. وَجَعَلْنَا مِن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ سَدًّا وَمِن خَلْفِهِمْ سَدًّا فَأَغْشَيْنَاهُمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ, and so on and so forth. My dad would say, oh, time to read the du'as. We would stay quiet and we all get together reciting du'as. And then when we get to the booth, the window would go down and my dad would spit all over the guy. And finally I told my dad, Abuji, you don't have to do that. You know, just recite the du'as and don't blow on him. It's fine. So when you get to the border, the border police officer asks citizenship, asks some questions, and sometimes he lets you go through, and sometimes he puts an orange sticker on your windshield. And he says, you have to go over here. Iqbal, he says, oh Allah, don't put that orange sticker on my windshield. Let me just go through. Let me just go through. Because if gartumi bini hisabam na guzir. He said, oh Allah, if you decide to take my hisab kitab in my accountability, like the Prophet ﷺ mentions, that, oh Allah, do Allahumma hasibni hisaban yasira, do easy accountability for me, oh Allah. And when he was asked, what is hisabul yasir? He said, innahu man nuqisha bil hisab faqad halak. Anybody who is made responsible to take an account of every penny, every second, every day of his life, it will be impossible for him to be successful in this examination. So, oh Allah, I know if you decide to take my accountability, I'm not going to pass this exam. So, finally, I have one last request. If you decide to take my accountability, az nigahe Mustafa pinha pagir. Do not take my hisab kitab anywhere near the Prophet ﷺ. I don't want to be a means of hurting his feelings. That he will look at me and say, you are from my ummati. Don't you remember? Didn't you read the ahadith and the stories about me putting stones on my stomach? About the nights and days and months where even the stove was not lit in my house? Didn't you read about my children, my grandchildren going through their sacrifices? That you could not hold steadfast unto my deen. You did not have any importance for my sunnah. That these are the things that the Prophet might start thinking, and I might hurt his feelings. Oh Allah, I don't want to hurt his feelings. So don't do my hisab kitab in front of the Prophet. So my dear brothers and sisters, one of the purposes of our life is that when I go in front of Allah on the Day of Judgment, and when I get to meet the Prophet ﷺ, I meet him in a condition where he's proud of me. When he sees me, he's proud. Yes, when the Prophet asked the Sahaba, who has the greatest iman? The Sahaba started responding by saying the angels. Then he said no. The prophets. Then he said no. Then he said us. Then he said no. Long hadith. But finally the Prophet said, the أعظم أهل الإيمان إيمانا, the greatest iman of the people of iman are of those people who had iman and had faith and believed in me even though they didn't see me. So when he sees us on the Day of Judgment, we never saw him but we believe in him, and we believe him as a prophet. He's proud of us. He hugs us. When Hussein radiallahu anhu was in the battle of Karbala and he wanted to drink water, and one of the enemies in the enemy line took an arrow, pointed it at his lips and shot his lips as he was just about to drink that water after many days of heat and thirst, and that arrow came and hit him right in his lips, and now he's bleeding and he's not capable of drinking water. He has a jug of water in his hands and blood is flowing from his lips and his tongue. And what is he saying? He's saying, oh people, on the Day of Judgment, when you come and you will be thirsty and there will be no water except for that water that is in the pond of my grandfather, Hawd al-Kawthar. And when you will be thirsty on that day and you will run to that Hawd al-Kawthar, what face will you show to my grandfather asking him for water when you deprive me of water today? What kind of face will you show him? So my dear brothers and sisters, one thing that we could take back from this poem is, let's make our life in such a way that when we see the Prophet on the Day of Judgment, he's proud of us. We make him proud with our actions. Let that be our motivation. That I want to make the Prophet proud when he sees me. Allah make it easy for us to act upon whatever was said and bring it into our lives, and make us among those who can make our life and our actions in such a manner that when Allah sees us, he's happy with us, and when the Prophet meets us, he's proud of us. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.